I'm in Edmonton, the second best city in Alberta, for another FaceToFace tour weekend. It's pre-release weekend for Lord of the Rings, Tales from Middle-earth, but this time around, I'm not here to play. I'm here because the players are here, and I have questions.
What is the best one-drop creature in Magic?
Deathrite Shaman, and I'm ashamed you had to ask.
Sarah's Ascendant.
Vexing Devil.
Savannah Lions.
Giver of Runes.
I gotta say Goblin Guide. That card's gotten more people into Magic than any other card. That's what I'm all about, and that's what I like to see.
Cauldron Familiar.
In my personal opinion, it's Goblin Guide, okay? Bros got haste, you get free lands, he's a win for everybody, and he's everyone's friend.
I would say birds, but I think it's got to be Ragavan.
Do you know you're the first person to say that all weekend?
Really?
Probably Deathrite Shaman, maybe Ragavan.
I mean, it's probably Ravagan, but I don't like how expensive it is. So I'm going to say like just any classic like one drop like Llanowar Elves, something like that.
I'd say Ragavan. Before that, I would say Deathrite Shaman.
Probably like Deathrite Shaman.
Oldie, but a favorite. Savannah Lion.
I'm really inclined to say Yoked Ox, but I guess Deathrite's probably got to be up there.
Spore Frog.
Deathrite Shaman.
Isamaru, Hound of Konda.
Probably Deathrite Shaman, although I'm also really partial to Ragavan.
The best one-drop creature in Magic is Isamaru, Hound of Konda, because that is a dog, and dogs are the best.
Give me your spiciest Magic the Gathering hot take.
Modern should just be renamed New Legacy.
They should unban Emrakul and Commander because I pulled 2 of them, and I want to be able to play with them.
Money drafting is fine. That Tarmogoyf, fine.
The color pie coordination for cards should be somewhat destroyed.
Ban all the elementals from Modern Horizons 2. Ban Urza's Saga. Ban Urza's Saga and destroy them. Destroy them. Don't let them exist.
Unban Splinter Twin.
Probably that Ragavan isn't nearly as broken as everyone else seems to think it is.
Playing Ragavan's not worth it.
I think my controversial is like, slow down, Wizards. I love it, but I hate it at the same time.
Wizards is doing nothing wrong right now. They are not printing too many sets. Yes, there's lots of releases. Yes, lots of stuff is happening, but I don't think it's too much.
Commander's the worst.
My hot take is that Deathrite Shaman should be unbanned in Legacy. Modern, it can stay banned, but Legacy, let us have our fun toys, please.
There should be more women in Magic, and I'm very upset that there aren't enough women.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's a pretty cool take.
I think it's kind of hot take because of the reactions I get from saying that I want there to be more equality of genders represented in tournament Magic.
So what would you say to people who are watching right now?
I would say that they're cool and trans rights or human rights.
Woo. Hello, I'm joined on the floor by Tasha.
Hello.
Please tell me about your cosplay.
Okay, well, I always like to try to start with what would be the most challenging piece, get the hard part out of the way, and that for me was the hat. So the hat took a total of about 30 hours to make, half in which, so 15 hours, dedicated to hand stitching my rim and the actual cone to the brim. So it was a really, really intense process, but once I got that done, then I was like, okay, hard part done. The belt is all EVA foam, the dress is patterned by myself, the book, my tome is actually a bag, so it's a little book bag. I spent about 200 hours making the entire cosplay. It's my first kind of cosplay where I entered a cosplay competition. I primarily do actually cosplays for my cats.
You mean you're putting the cats in the costumes?
Yeah, I actually make costumes for my cat. So she's been a Purple Knight, Death Knight, or Death Kitty as I call her, Royal Princess, Traveling Merchant with a cart that actually tows behind her, a Red Dragon, Berserker, and a Red Demon. There's the Necro Meowser, Paladin. Sorry, I know, I'm that pet parent. The pandemic did really weird things for me, okay?
This is the most delightful thing I've ever heard in my life. Do you have a pet card?
Snapcaster Mage, anything from Splinter Twin, just gives me the old feels.
No, I kind of have a pet stack.
This one right here, Ziatora, the Incinerator, she's beautiful.
It'd be probably Monstrous Raider, because I have to hold on to that thing because it's the most expensive card I own.
Onicult Anvil.
Dotsies all day, all night, every deck I can put it in.
My pet card is Soul's Attendant. From back when I first started playing Magic, I started playing Soul Sisters in Modern. Talarian Community College, I watched his video and I was like, I gotta do this. So playing Soul's Attendant, Johnny's Pride Mate, gaining 40 life and then still losing, that was the fun part for me. That's always my favorite card.
Thunderous Wrath and Burn.
Thunderous Wrath? What does that card even do?
Deal 5 damage for 1 mana.
Pithing Needle.
It's Fountain. Fountain of the Third Path.
Siege Rhino.
My man.
Yeah, he sees a little bit of play, but
For a while, it was Ad Nauseam.
Probably Liliana the Last Hope.
Mindslaver is such an awesome card. Like, when you Mindslaver somebody, you have to play as bad as you possibly can.
Stoneforge Mystic.
Why Stoneforge Mystic?
I couldn't tell you. I just get so much dopamine casting Stoneforge Mystic and getting a Batter Skull or a Cauldron Complete.
The Gitrog monster.
My favorite card is Sigarda, Host of Heron, though I rarely ever play the card besides when it was in Standard.
Juggernaut.
Why Juggernaut?
This is my favorite card, and I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Well, one of the things that we're going to do this weekend is we're going to open this draft booster, and we're going to ask people what they think the pick one, pack one out of this pack is. Take a second to pause the video and leave a comment. What do you think is the pick one, pack one?
Whatever the rare is, that's what I'm going for. So we got Mary Esquire of Rohan.
I can say Old Man Willow, just because his name's dope. He's a tree folk. We should have gotten Treebeard. I don't know what happened there.
All right, I think I'm going with Stew the Conies. Just, relatively cheap instant speed removal. It's got food synergies.
I mean, honestly, yeah, it's going to be Mary.
I don't even need it. It's Rosie. This card will win you games every fucking time.
This Old Man Willow looks kind of cool, actually.
This is actually a pretty easy archetype to draft, so it's not just rare drafting here. This is your pack one, pick one for Mary.
I would take Stew the Conies as my first pick.
It is 100%, without a doubt in my mind. Old Man Willow.
Soldier of the Grey Host.
I sell magic cards for a living. I don't know what magic cards do. So, probably this Old Man Willow?
Pack one, pick one, I would probably pick Mary and try and build a Boros aggro deck.
I'm going to take this basic mountain. It's beautiful. I don't need to pick one, pack one out of a pack. I can make do with a pick two.
Mary says draw a card. Those are very nice words.
So for me, it would probably be Mary Esquire of Rohan, but I also know that I like to rare draft when I do draft because I like the rare cards.
The Generous Ent, because I need it for my living end deck.
Lembas, just because it's the bread, and I just think food's fun. Like, that's what I'm picking, straight out the pack, a really bad common.
Everybody always tells you, draft bread, and this is bread.
This is literally drafting bread. What else do you want me to do? I'm following the rules that you've given me.
Hello, I am once again joined by Zebex. How's it going?
It's going fabulous. It's great to see you again here in Alberta.
Thank you. So, you've got a new cosplay together. Tell me about your cosplay.
Well, this is Galadriel, one of my favorite characters from the books of Lord of the Rings. And of course, I had to represent magic with a little bit of the Mox diamond here. Yes, but I made this outer jacket, and then the dress I did not actually make. I have plans to make another more elaborate dress, but I've been traveling to a ton of events. But I did make my circlet, so I've got everything she needs, including an elven ring.
How long did this all take to put together?
Sewing this only took about 10-15 hours. And I had previously made it for another costume, so it actually took less time than a lot of things. I probably spent more time putting together my Galadriel Commander deck to play this weekend.
That's amazing. I love that you say only 10 to 15 hours, as if that's like a small investment of time.
Well, if you've seen Veraska, that was 142 hours, so yeah.
What does it mean to you to be a good Magic player?
It means to draw well and hit your good matchups.
I think attitude. Attitude is everything.
It means to be good to your friends, I think. Without friends, you can't really have the gathering of magic.
Friendship is magic.
I think being respectful to your opponents, being humble in losses, and playing tight.
To me, being a good Magic player is all about being the type of person that people want to play with the second time around. Anybody can get in one game of Magic. I think it's more important to be able to play the second, third, and fourth.
I'm not a good Magic player. I don't know.
It's definitely not about winning. I think it's definitely more so about enjoying the game. If you're not having fun, what are you doing? You're playing some children's card game and upset that you're not winning.
It's being willing to see your mistakes and improve upon them and enjoy the game while you're at it.
Tight technical play is really important. Good foundation. Your mindset, having a support group around you, a team. I don't think you can just play Magic to play Magic.
Spending countless hours grinding nonstop. No, I'm just kidding. Just having the most fun you can have.
Well, sportsmanship is definitely important, but also a good Magic player remembers their triggers.
Well, here on this Lord of the Rings pre-release weekend, I simply would not be doing my job if I didn't open at least one collector booster and try to open the one ring, the one of one ring. There's no way we get it, but you know, we gotta play, right?
Oh, we got Smaug. Nice.
Wait, guys, we gotta go. We gotta go. Guys, we got grab your stuff. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Don't tell me.
We got Schmeagol. It's Lord of the Rings pre-release weekend. I gotta ask, what would you do if you opened the one ring?
Insta-sell it.
Personally, I would hold on to it. I'd have it in like a binder, in a safe, in a vault, in another vault, in a volcano.
At least it's still in the volcano where it belongs.
Yes.
You could buy a house finally in this crappy market.
Find whoever's like offering the most for it, or maybe Post Malone, so I can meet Post Malone and just say part of the price is I have to be able to play like a game of Commander with you or something like that.
Probably just go full Smeagol, find a cave, crawl into it, never come out.
I'd be the guy. I wouldn't tell anyone. You just hold it for a while, let other people be like, oh, I got it, and just kind of be like, sure, yeah, fuck.
I would first of all sell it to Post Malone because he definitely has the most money out of everybody buying it.
I'd probably call a few important people and panic call them, like, what the heck do I do? I don't know. You put me on the spot here. I don't know what I'd do with it. Or what?
You're panicking just thinking about it.
Yes.
I'd take it to a volcano.
I saw there was bids for $2 million. I think Post Malone would be like, how about 3? So I would at Post Malone or at one of his reps to give me a call.
Maybe buying a Legacy. Who knows? Play the Legacy showdowns.
That's what it takes, is opening a $1 million card to buy into a Legacy?
Oh, yeah.
We consider giving it to our local store owner, Mike, and seeing what Mike decides to do with it.
Mike's gonna rip it in half. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would probably sell it to Post Malone only because I could meet Post Malone and I would just, I would take a selfie with him and go, that's all I would need. I get to meet Post Malone.
Either that or feed it to you.
You feed it to me?
You're the one that mentioned wanting to eat a Black Lotus.
You got me there. Play it. You have the one of one, you're putting it in your EDH deck?
EDH? Modern. Hide it. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
I would immediately contact probably Post Malone. He seems like the coolest dude to meet. He deserves it, you know?
It's a popular answer. I love that everyone's like, you know what? It's going straight to Post.
So I actually had a stress stream about this the night before we flew out here. What I thought to myself was, oh God, I'll have to school my face not to react. Immediately leave the convention, go back to the hotel room, contact a lawyer, get an auction house set up, the whole 9 yards. But honestly, what I would do is I'd set about 10% of the proceeds aside to charity. I think it's one of those things that's the type of windfall you need to give back to not only your own community, but the world. And something like $200,000 when I've got $2 million coming in isn't going to break my bank. So that's what I'd be doing.
Transformed into Sir Fish because it is time for the main event. You thought the main event was the RC? No, the main event is the biggest Tiny Leaders tournament this city has ever seen. So I've got 8 stupid idiots and I've tricked them into playing a Tiny Leaders tournament. We're gonna play a quick 8-player single elimination bracket with some packs on the line. Let's see how this goes. Thrasios, Goro Sasuro, Ragavan, Slimefoot and Squee, Oswald, Clothis, Feather the Redeemed, and Vadronk enter. Though in the crucible of Tiny Leaders fire, only one may leave. All right, the Tiny Tournament is underway, and I've been joined by Sarah Stein, the other Tiny Leaders Committee member. It's exciting to see Tiny here, eh?
Yeah, I'm so glad that we were able to make this happen.
I know, it's so exciting. So we've got the players underway here. Who do you think is a favorite to win out of these 8 players?
Obviously the person playing my Clothis deck.
A little bit biased. Why do you say that, though?
Because I love my Clothis deck.
So what does the Clothis player need to do to take this tournament home?
They need to go to time and then play Constant Miss. 17 times.
Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Clothis managed to win the first round, advancing alongside Vadrak, Gorogoro, and Ragavan. In round 2, the Samurai Goblin team-up proved to be too strong for a single Simian to handle, and the constant mists were no trouble for the Apex of Thunder. So before we knew it, we were on to the finals. Sam piloting my Vadrak deck versus Brian playing his own Gorogoro Satiro list. With so much on the line, this was going to be a best of 3 for the history books. Until...
if I kill something in response to mutate.
That's closing time.
The convention hall kicked us out, and we were forced to end it after just one game. Well, there we are at the end of our kind of anticlimactic best of 1 as we get kicked out. We have crowned Sam as the champion of Edmonton's biggest ever Tiny Leaders tournament. How do you feel in this moment?
Like 1 in 8 people.
That's going to be the end of yet another FaceToFace tour weekend. Thank you to everybody who showed up and talked to me and hung out. It's been an amazing weekend. I met a lot of awesome people, had a lot of fun. I've been FishMTG, and I will see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. This video was a lot of fun to make. It was also really expensive. I had to upgrade my computer multiple times to be able to actually edit the footage. So, if you like this video, consider checking out my Ko-fi and dropping $1 or $2 my way. And for a limited time, I have the option for you to buy a random card out of that collector booster I opened. I'm not gonna promise it's a good card, but it will help me out. And you can add on one of these limited run stickers too if you like. That's gonna be it for now, and we'll see you next time.